Good morning, hello and welcome to the Hoof GP. What a beautiful southwest Scottish morning. It is absolute heaven this morning. Not a breath of air, birds in the sky, sun is up there shining away, and we've got a great farm to go to today. This is the Hoof GP. If you haven't already subscribed, think about doing it right now and join our herd. Join the family, join the army, join us on this journey which has been amazing so far. And let's go and find out how cow 866 is doing now.
When I see you dance and the moment comes when I fall and time goes slow, I fall into you.
This is the story of cow 886 and how she was 2 weeks ago. As you can see, she's really struggling to put any sort of weight on that front left foot, and when we lifted it up, blood was already round about the foot. It didn't take long for us to uncover a deep abscess in the white line of this front left foot, and as we took our knife to it, we soon discovered that it was a lot worse than it first seemed, and it was little wonder she was in so much pain. This trim took quite a lot of time because we needed to be so careful that we didn't cut into the corium, but we did remove all of the loose and disconnected horn. As you can see, the whole sole almost was delaminating, and when we'd finished, she was really looking in a sorry state. We applied a block, covered it in iodine, and then Craig wrapped the whole thing with salicylic acid. Afterwards, she was walking fairly well compared with before, but she was still walking far from perfectly and clearly still in pain. So we're back just over 2 weeks later to see how she's doing now.
Oh, Mia, you coming today? Mia, oh, big Stevie boy. Steve likes the camera. Stevie boy and Mimi. No, Steve, we're coming. Steve's just a little on the dim-witted side. Down. So in the UK here we need a thing called an MOT, which is basically a certificate which allows you to drive your vehicle on the road to say it's in good standard of health, it's in good nick, good fettle, it's working well. My horn didn't work, and you need a horn to be able to get an MOT certificate, so the guys at the local garage kindly fixed it for me. With this. I'm sure I should have been annoyed about that, but I think it's absolutely awesome. A lot of time people tell you you shouldn't pick up people standing by the side of the road for various reasons, and to be honest, I couldn't agree more. Morning!
Good morning. Oh, hello, I didn't know you were here.
Told you didn't find many good things at the side of the road.
Is that at me?
No.
I have got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name, and I'm running out of time. I wish you felt the same, and I'm acting stupid like everything.
Just like that we're in. I look okay?
That looks good.
Sometimes in life you gotta use your pickup as a gate, and this is the point in my life where it's happening, as well as 2 days ago and last week, the week before, and the month before that, and the week before that, and the time before that. See where the bumps come from? They're loving me being here, aren't they? Makes sense. Believe it or not, tying a gate up is skillful. So you tie at the top at the front and at the bottom at the back. Same, look. That way the gates don't twist. Nope. She wants to be first. Get changed and get trimming. Let's do the quick change again. It worked well last time. Ha ha! Ha ha!
I can do it too. Whoa! What's this?
Try it again.
Ah, thank God.
And just like that, first one's in, foot's up, and as you can see, the feet here don't need much work at all. Just making sure we keep on top of it. That's not a lot of work. It's so important not to just make the foot white for the sake of making it look good. Once the foot's on the ground, the cow doesn't care, as long as she's really comfortable. As comfortable as possible. See here, she's got a little problem. We'll ignore it to begin with. Length's right, the angle's a bit flat, so in other words, the heels are a bit low. But we can't do anything about that because the length is right. So we just move straight onto the modelling part of the trim. a little bit of separation will not cause a problem. Beautiful. We've been coming here for about a year now, and they did have some problems, but now we're really on top of it, and it's nice to see. And by the way, a big shout out to Dan Holstein. Dan is the man. Dan's over in the States, and he messaged me the last day to say, why didn't I use a piece of rope the way he does for the front feet? Tie this piece of rope up here, and it comes down to the cow's foot, loop it round, up between, and in. And look, we don't need to use a nozzle anymore. How good's that? And it's even neater on the way down. Done. What a gorgeous, gorgeous spell of weather we're having right now. It's awesome.
After trimming 21 or 22 cows, it was time to check on cow 886.
She's looking better than she did last time. Go on, lass.
The aim of a functional trim is to improve her life, and we've done that so far, but I'm still keen to make sure that she's progressing well and we can eventually completely cure her foot.
Okay, so last time all of this portion of her foot was raw and open, and there was actually a bit of blood coming from it, and it was seriously painful. We dressed it with iodine, coated it with salicylic acid because the whole of the corium was infected with digital dermatitis. What are we going to find under here? Doesn't look fantastic. Okay, I think we'll give this a wash off and see better. Just wash it off quickly. Okay, so I couldn't be much happier with this right now, but there is some peeling horn here we need to get rid of in order to fully heal it up. We are well on our way. I'm excited to see what this looks like after I've finished with it today. Yes, let's go. You see here, it's clearly underrun. You can actually see behind it because the horn is translucent. By the way, thank you very much for so many people going online and purchasing the online hoof trimming course. I was dubious to do it, but the amount of people who have bought it and the feedback has been awesome. So thank you very, very much for that. Links in the description, by the way, if you want to go and check it out.
This is a delicate time in the stage of this trim. We need to make sure we remove all of that loose and disconnected horn, but we really don't want to cut into the corium at all. It would send her slightly backwards. It wouldn't be the end of the world, but it definitely would mean that this cow was in pain for longer than she needed to be. As it is, she is well on the way to recovery, and I am chuffed to bits with the result.
I think you'll agree that definitely looks better than it did. She's actually quite a nice cow as well. Well natured for a change. And we're looking much, much better. And that brings us to the end of the video. This has been a good one, and I'm very sorry that Craig hasn't quite managed the clap and change thing yet. You'll get there though, hopefully. Goodbye.
And I won't let it rush when I see you dance, and the moment comes when I fall.
That's us all washed up, ready to go home.
I fall into you. I fall into you.
Who thinks Craig needs a pay rise? By the way, I'd just like to say we weren't keeping the cows roundabout when we did this. And Craig does get paid well.
Reasonably well.
Cheers for watching, guys. Goodbye.